Mercies! What are we to do? We are forced to sit through these horrible Lovecraft adaptations one after the other. Won't anyone just do the right thing and adapt an honest Lovecraft story? Well, actually someone just did in 2005 with Call of Cthulhu. Welcome back to looking at some Lovecraft filmography. This video is brought to you by Hypnos short film and the production company behind it, Adaptation Films, which I am kind of the CEO of. So, video brought by me, I guess. Give it to you. Call of Cthulhu is kind of the antithesis to all other Lovecraft adaptations before it. It is an answer to a decades-long moaning from filmmakers that say that Lovecraft is totally unfilmable as it stands. Because Call of Cthulhu is Call of Cthulhu, the original story, adapted without changing a thing. It was born out of love from two theater guys who really like their Lovecraft and have been running a society called H.P. Lovecraft Historical Society, which got its origins from live-action role-playing and role-playing in general. I will not be spending too much time telling you about the story of Call of Cthulhu. It's one of the most famous Lovecraft stories, so you probably know the gist of it. Suffice it to say, it's a story within three stories actually. It's told from the perspective of the narrator, or the man, who inherits his great uncle and his research into this weird phenomenon they call Cthulhu, which has been rearing its ugly head all around the world. We follow maybe 4 or 5 characters as they encounter Cthulhu in their daily lives. There is Inspector Legrasse, who goes and raids worshipping ceremony dedicated to the oncoming Cthulhu. There is the artist who has been dreaming of Cthulhu and creating weird statues in his image. And in the ending there is the Norwegian sailor who has died from the shock of meeting Cthulhu himself, whose notes we get to read at the end of the film, which are the really top highlight of the whole reel. What you probably need to know going into Call of Cthulhu is that it's shot in mythoscope, a term the creators themselves coined. It means that the story is done imitating the technology they would have been able to use in the time when the original story was published. So we have no sound and we have no color and everything looks kinda grainy. The other thing you probably should keep in mind is that the budget wasn't huge when making this film. It shows in the cracks and in the details and in the cinematography a bit that it's not $1 million picture. It's not shot on actual film and it's shot on a video, kinda tells away at some points. And there's also, if I'm being really technical here, a weird thing where they use a lot of wide-angle lenses in the film during close-ups, which really weren't that prevalent in the time it's supposed to take place. Keeping that all in mind, the really standout stuff in the film is the production design. We have awesome hand props. Everything that people handle is done with extreme precision. On a very small budget you have massive vistas of cities beneath the ocean and dreamscapes that no one could imagine. They've used a really clever combination of small-scale models and real sets, where usually when you see people walking around, it's actually scale models. It's not to say that all of the special effects work. There actually is a whole lot that don't. The obvious green screens are still kind of obvious. To the casual observer, Call of Cthulhu is kind of a gimmick film. It is silent film done in 2005 and it only does what Lovecraft wrote. There is no adaptational artistry going on, but for years that is what Lovecraft fans wanted. They wanted to see Lovecraft done right. If you're into the whole fan thing, and if you just want to see what can really be done on a short budget, this is the film for you. I hope that you check out this film.